Shalom Akim, all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashim Rakak, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And once again, salute to you, sincere Akim out there of the hopeful elect, all right? The entitlement of this video is going to be called Trust Not in Man. You know, put not your trust in man. And that's mainly referring to the so-called white man, all right? The nation of Edom, okay? These quack doctors out there, all right? These, these physicians of no value, as the scriptures call them, you know, due to the time in period that we're living in today, with the mandation of the jab, all right, you know, the death juice or whatever, okay. And I got a interesting book, okay, that I just received in the mail yesterday. Okay, it's called Murder by Injection. All right, this is by Eustace Mullins. Eustace Mullins is he's pretty much renowned author and lecturer. All right, that exposes the plans of the global elites and you know the global conspiracy set up by the Illuminati. All right, and Eustace Mullins, he passed away, he died now, but yeah, if any of you brothers are interested in this book, you know, you should definitely check this out. This is a good one, all right. And you know, because we're in the information age, we're in the age wherein, you know, you got to do your own research, man, you know, to really be able to take care of yourself. First and foremost, of course, you got to come back to the Lord. You got to come back to Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, all right? And we know only the elect of Israel is going to do that. But we don't know we can't tell who is of the elect, okay? But, you know, but this message is namely for our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. You know, you have to start seeking out information for your own benefit, all right? And stop trusting in the so-called white man and his media, all right? And, you know, these false leaders, these false prophets that they have set up for you, talking about your pastors in these churches, all right? These sellout leaders of ours, okay? Also these celebrities, because a lot of you jakes put your trust in these celebrities, man. You see that they've obtained a level of success, so you think that whatever message that they have for you can't possibly do you any harm if they're doing good in this society, all right? So you have to take it upon yourself to get up off your lazy asses, all right, and start doing research. We're in the information age, man, okay? All right? You have millions of videos with Israelites out there teaching our people who they are according to the scriptures, man. All right, accurate breakdowns of the Holy Bible, all right, pertaining to who you actually are, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? But then, you know, the rabbit hole gets deeper, you know, because there's certain groups whose leaders are basically set up and designed to sell you out, man. You know, so if the Lord is dealing with you, you will make your way to Great Millstone, you know, who through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah has 100% truth, man. We deal with every scripture of the Bible, you know, but particularly we're in the time of prophecy, so what we're supposed to be doing, you know, as Israelites who are servants of the Lord, you're supposed to be out there prophesying, man, okay? And that's what Great Millstone specializes in, okay? And we also, of course, like I said, we touch on all parts of the Bible, going into the history, going into the law. Nobody can break down the history like Great Millstone. Nobody touches on the law like Great Millstone. And certainly none of these other Israelite groups touches on prophecy like GMS, okay? So we have 100% truth without a shadow of a doubt, okay? But you lazy ass Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you need to get up off your ass and and turn on your computer and do some research, man. Do some research on how to take care of yourselves, man, and stop depending on the government to save you. All right? Stop listening to these celebrities and these church leaders who basically sold you out. These hirelings. Okay? All right? So I want to read something before I get into the scriptures. I want to read something from this book, Murder by Injection. All right, chapter 3, on page 59. It says the prophets of cancer. Okay, the prophets of cancer. You know, because the so-called white man, all right, namely the elites, the international bankers in America, particularly the Rothschild family, the Rockefeller family. They make heavy profit, billions of dollars, billions upon billions of dollars on treating cancer, mistreating cancer, I should say. All right. So their goal is how to make people sick and how they can profit on killing people and making them sick and keeping them sick. Okay. And this book goes into that. All right. But it was just one particular part that I wanted to read. And I got a scripture that backs it up. All right, so this is chapter 3, the prophets of cancer. In 400 BC, Hippocrates assigned the name of cancer or crab to a disease encountered during his time. And this is 400 BC. Because of its crab-like spread through the body. All right, it says its Greek name was Carcinos. In 164 AD, the physician Galen in Rome used the name of tumor to describe this disease, from the Greek tembos, meaning a sepulchral mound, and the Latin tumor, to swell. All right, because in cancer patients, they get a tumor, which is basically a swelling in their body, within their cells. All right. It says this disease could not have been very prevalent. It is not mentioned in the Bible, nor is it included in the ancient medical book of China, the Yellow Emperor's classic of internal medicine. All right. So it says that this disease wasn't very prevalent. All right. Wasn't a prevalent disease at the time. And it says because it is not mentioned in the Bible. Well, the scriptures talk about that, and I'm going to bring this scripture out. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 58. It says, Deuteronomy 28th chapter deals with the curses, okay? Deuteronomy 28:58. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, the Lord thy power, whose name is Yahweh, all right, and his son's name is Yahweh Shah. Okay, so you have to know the name of the Most High, and you have to know the name of his son. All right, and you have to fear his name. You have to revere him. All right. It says, then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed even great plagues. All right. So and you see it. We bear witness to that. What's going on with Jake, man? Okay. Jake coming down with all of these diseases because we got a very unhealthy diet, okay, which is basically destroying our immune system, okay. Yet alone, our people seem to believe in everything that these doctors and physicians tell them, okay, so-called physicians, all right, okay. They're quick to get their children immunized. They're quick to they're flocking like sheep to the slaughterhouse to get this death juice, man, in fear of the dreadful COVID-19 coronavirus. Okay, so our people wind up with these diseases, that are wind up being passed down generation to generation, because some of these diseases are inherited. Like sickle cell, which is very prevalent among Jake, okay? That's why the Lord said, then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed. All right. So you're gonna have diseases that are inherited from your parents, man. Okay. It says even great plagues and of long continuance and sore sicknesses. So these plagues is of long continuance. All right. And that's why you go to these doctors and they write a prescription for you to go to the pharmacy to get these drugs. And these drugs don't cure the diseases, but make you able to live with these diseases as long as you keep filling up that prescription. Okay. Which that all lines up the pockets of the elites of this society and big pharma. All right. So long continuance and sore sicknesses and of long continuance. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou was afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee. Yeah, so back during the time of Moses, when we was in Egypt, all right, there was so many different plagues that happened unto Pharaoh and the Egyptians, all right, that the Most High plagued them with through the hand of Moses. Okay, all right, and we were afraid of that. We bear witness. Our forefathers were there. We bear witness to all of those plagues, man. All right. It says, also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed. All right. And cancer is one of those plagues that are not written in the book of this law. Okay. All right. Okay. That's why it says in chapter 3, the prophets of cancer, the disease could not have been very prevalent. It is not mentioned in the Bible. All right. So it showed you the Bible is on point, man. The Bible is on point. All right. I'm gonna read a little bit more. It says, with the rise of cancer came modern methods of coping with it. It is called the cut, slash, and burn technique. This method of cancer treatment actually represents the high water mark of the German allopathic school of medicine in the United States. All right, allopathic medicine is the total opposite of homeopathic medicine, in which homeopathic medicine deals with natural herbs and natural ways to cure diseases. Okay, the way the Lord designed it. All right, the Lord gave us herbs and certain minerals that we can take that can heal us from certain plagues. But allopathic, the allopathic method of curing diseases, which really doesn't cure diseases, okay, is through science and witchcraft, all right, which is drugs, okay, poisons, cooking up a concoction, okay, the death juice, so to speak, all right. It says this method of cancer treatment actually represents the high water mark of the German allopathic school of medicine in the United States. It relies almost exclusively on surgery, all right? And that goes back to Egypt, man, all right? Surgery goes all the way back to ancient Egypt. It says exclusively on surgery, bleeding, and heavy use of drugs with the exotic addition of radium treatment, all right? Which is chemotherapy or radiology, all right, which is burning, all right. So that's the cut, slash, and burn technique, which is heavily practiced today in modern times in this society, all right. Now there's I remember the elders, I can't remember if it was on the if I had got it on the DVD, if they gave it to me on the DVD or recommended it on YouTube or something one time. But it was a documentary called Mondo Magic. Some of you brothers that been in the camp for a long time, you remember Mondo Magic, all right? They had a Mondo Magic is basically dealing with ham, all right, out there in Africa. Witch doctors and things of that nature. Okay, which is basically magic, which is basically witchcraft, all right. And it was a situation where you had a woman, I can't remember what part of Africa it was, whether it was Ethiopia, Kenya, Egypt, somewhere in East Africa though, I believe. All right, you had a person who was suffering from a headache, and their method of curing the headache was to chop this person's finger off. Okay, and wrap some type of leaf around it, and that cured the headache. All right. Now, seeing that, you know, if you don't have tough skin, you would cringe up, and you would say, "What the hell is going on, man? Why would they do that, man? That's barbaric." All right. But in all reality, it's the same exact method that's going on in modern science, man, with these modern practitioners of health. Okay, except they wear white. They wear white scrubs. Okay, and they have latex gloves, and they have these same cutting instruments that they use to carve your body up, man, in their method of curing certain diseases. You know, so it's no different with what these modern scientists and doctors are doing is no different than what these witch doctors and what you call uncivilized cultures are doing out there in the bush, okay, that you would view as barbaric and archaic. All right, it's all witchcraft at the end of the day. Okay, so this is Job chapter 13 verse 4. It says, "But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value." Yeah, that's right, man. So these people are forgers of lies, and they are all physicians of no value. Okay, they're all physicians of no value. And this is a good book, man. Like I said, man, you know, you brothers want to check this out, man. You can get it on Amazon. All right, you can get it. You can buy it off of Amazon. You know, but the Lord said that these doctors, you know, the so-called white man, World Health Organization, American Medical Association, the American Cancer Society, the CDC, all right, they're all forgers of lies, man. And that's what the word doctor actually means. It means to falsify documents, okay? And that's what these doctors do, all right? You know, because they have a curriculum that they have to go into when they go to school to become a doctor, you know, and some of them that do blow the whistle, all right, usually get a gag order put on them. Some of them even get locked up and go to jail. Some of them lose everything that they got, that they work for, because, you know, being a doctor is a high paying profession, you know. But once these guys start spilling the beans or on what goes on in the medical industry, you know, they wind up getting blackballed from society, man. Blackballed from the medical field, and the next thing you know, they can't afford to live that luxury life on a doctor's salary anymore, man. All right, and they get viewed as quacks, when in reality, it's these top doctors like Fauci and them that are the real quacks in this society, man. All right. So it says, "But you are forgers of lies, you are all physicians of no value." Yeah, because, you know, their techniques of curing diseases don't work. It doesn't do your body any value, okay? It in fact help these diseases to further destroy you, man, okay? And that's their whole goal through the plan of the global elites to depopulate the world, man. All right? So I'll give one more scripture. This is Psalms chapter 118, verse 8. It reads, "It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man." All right? And it is better to trust in the Lord. It is better to trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. All right? Which the whole blueprint of what you're supposed to do in order to maintain proper health and longevity of life is written in these scriptures, man. So you're supposed to trust in the Lord. Yes, the so-called white man is making it difficult for us to keep the laws, the statutes, and commandments, even to the best of our ability, because we know it's impossible to keep all of these laws. All right, and as long as the society is to keep on going, it's going to be harder and harder to try to maintain and keep the laws that we can actually help keeping. And that's exactly why the Lord is going to destroy this place very soon, for the sake of the elect. All right. Okay, but it says it is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. Okay, so you ain't supposed to trust solely on these doctors and these physicians, man, especially nowadays, man. All right. Okay, you can see what these doctors are saying, what the mainstream media is saying. Fauci making his daily speeches, and these daily what you call them, conferences and what have you. Okay, and then you can search the internet for certain doctors that will come up with a counter argument for what these mainstream doctors are saying. And you think logically, man. You weigh the odds yourself. What makes more sense to you? All right? What makes more sense to you? You know, common sense would tell you that the body is supposed to be exercised. It's supposed to have a proper diet. Okay? All right? There's certain things that are like common sense. You know you can't live off junk. All right? Okay? You know, and there's certain vitamins and certain minerals that we need to remain healthy, man. Okay? So you know, you got to put your trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, as the scriptures say, especially in these trying times that are approaching, man, that are actually here now. Okay? So I'm going to end this video on that note, and I'm going to say Shalom, Wabarakim to you brothers out there. Lord willing, I'll see you in the next video. Shalom.